And good evening, guys and girls of the YouTube community. It's your boy Lex Sanderson here on this Friday evening, watching the Yankees take on the hated, reviled, racist, loser-ass Red Sox. Yankees currently lead 4-3, middle of the 8th inning. And I'm just here to do a special edition of the Sports Opinion Log as it is Freestyle Friday. Yes, sir. Freestyle Friday night. Thank you for tuning in and welcome. Here on a special edition of the Sports Opinion Log, the Freestyle Friday. So right now, again, before any post, when I'm donning the Yankee pinstripe, Derek Jeter, the captain, new era's fitted, that's all that dons the head of this fan, and I will pledge allegiance to the Yankee universe, Bronx Bombers, and pinstripe pride, now and forever. And I thank the good Lord for not only making me a New Yorker, but a New Yorker that resides in the ghetto, poor-ass Bronx, but the only crown jewel in this poor-ass ghetto borough is the Yankees, and for that, I thank you. Okay, so yeah, speaking of Red Sox, let's just get right down to facts. Pablo Sandoval, one of the worst free agent signings in their history, as they put him on waivers, even though he's still owed $48 to $50 million. So congratulations to the Boston Red Sox and their incompetent management for even signing a player who was fat and overweight, but just hit some timely homers in the World Series and helped the Giants win the series. But that's their problem, right? The Yankees have enough issues with contract signings on their own, but I'm not focused on that. Even though they've lost their last 8 series, haven't won a series since June, which was against the Baltimore Orioles. So right now the Yankees are coming off the All-Star break, obviously, and they start with a 4-game series up in hated, racist, disgusting Boston, Fenway Park, Massachusetts. And again, we're still holding on to a 4-3 lead. Betances is at the mound, so we'll see what happens, but I'm looking forward to a Yankee win and hopefully a sweep of the hated Red Sox. So it's Freestyle Friday, so I'm just going to talk about random stuff like, for example, Sherman Williams of the Seattle Seahawks saying that players need to strike so they could see contracts like those of their fellow NBA brethren. Richard Sherman, you are a dreamer. That is so not happening. There is no way that you will see an NFL player getting paid NBA player money. And I think I might have said Sherman Williams, so I'm going to correct myself on that since I am live. This is my first ever Freestyle Friday, right? But let's face it, football is pretty much the only sport that you can be lost for the season in training camp, simply working out. You could be done before you even get to set foot on preseason grass. So no, Richard Sherman, the players could strike, but you will not be seeing NFL players with NBA player contracts. It's bad enough you honestly have players, current and former, but former I'll pick with that mega bust, that mega flop, the one they call Megatron. Yeah, remember him? With his $32 million contract, guaranteed $60 million. Where did he wind up? If there's any NFL wide receiver who should have been a $100 million man, that is the legendary Jerry Rice. But different time, different era, so we can't talk about what Jerry Rice deserved back then because this is what the pay rate dictates now. So, and as you see, Mega Fail never did anything mega in terms of a playoff career with the Lions anyway. And I believe it was in the second season of his newfound contract that he was actually on a team that was the first NFL team to go 0-16. So mega fail, just enjoy your retirement. Again, it's a great day where you have men playing other positions who are getting paid QB type money. Like Dominic Sue, right? Miami Dolphins, $98 million in Yeah, we see how that turns out. The Dolphins were contending for what again? Yeah, okay. So, so much for that. Tennis, right? What's going on in the tennis world? Venus Williams, 37 years old, is in her 8th Wimbledon final. And so a round of applause to Venus Williams and the Williams sisters, because Serena is with child, so obviously she won't be participating in the U.S. Open, or I guess at any point this year, right? I guess we'll see Serena next year. But you have to wonder, with 37-year-old Venus Williams playing in Wimbledon final for the 8th time in her career, you have to really be in awe of the dominance of the African American woman in the white world of tennis. All the hate, all the racism, all the uppity, snobbish bullshit of the attitudes of people in England. But yet, Wimbledon, the plates have been held high by the Williams sisters, Serena and Venus alike. So, as an African American man, it is a proud thing to see my sisters still maintaining that sportsmanship excellence, dominance, and the ability to not only get to finals, but bring home the championship. So Venus, I wish you well on this Wimbledon final, which will take place tomorrow at 9. So hopefully I'll be up and seeing that. And if I am awake to see it, I'm going to talk about it in the next video. What else do we have going on in the sports world? Tebow hits a walk-off home run. Hey, Mets, you're perennial losers anyway. You'll always be number 2 in New York City. So if I were the Mets, I would get on the phone right now. Just bring Tebow aboard. Why not? Just end your losing season by having people buy some authentic Tebow jerseys. That's what it's about at the end of the day anyway, right? It's all about that money. And speaking of money, I guess this is where the video ends, because Brainstorm, Freestyle Friday, money. As in money Mayweather, as in the money team, in terms of McGregor, the racist Irishman, calling him a monkey, in terms of their 4-city promo tour, promoting their sham fight. To anyone watching this video, please, I beg, I beseech of you, do not waste your hard-earned money watching this sham of a pay-per-view. Sham, scam, scam, sham, sham, scam. It's like a tongue twister. Either way, these two clowns are ripping off the general public with this ballyhooed, much-hyped fight. And you know what? It's not going to end well. People that complain about Mayweather's style of boxing, which is mainly to be defensive. Mayweather doesn't get hit. I don't recall seeing too many clips of Mayweather knocking people out. If this was in an octagon, I would feel differently. But there's no way you can expect me to believe that McGregor is going to go in there and dominate Floyd Mayweather. I've gone through various sports posts on Facebook. I've reposted some videos and clips. You have Money Mayweather acting coonish, making it rain over McGregor. You have McGregor going through his Louis Vuitton duffel backpack. Mayweather picks up an Irish flag. And what's the point? What are you saying? You're saying about a bunch of nothing. They're in Brooklyn. McGregor's dressed like some outlandish black wannabe pimp, screaming, "Where's the bitch, 50 Cent? What? Excuse me, what? Do you not know where you are?" To anyone who's never seen the movie The Great White Hype, I would suggest you look for that movie. Whether you have Netflix or Hulu or Kodi or Redbox or whatever the hell streaming service you have. If you are watching this video, please watch The Great White Hype and see truly how art imitates life. Because with all due respect to both men in their respective sports, one being boxing, the other being MMA, there's no way I'm going to trust these clowns. They're already barking about a rematch. Why would you be talking about a rematch when you haven't even fought yet? Not when you're ready to bilk the hard-earned American public out of what, $100? I'm hearing that the pay-per-view is going for $100. Who would pay $100 for that? For this scam sham of a pay-per-view? I'm sure Vegas is going to be booked and people are going to be paying, outlandish sums of money to sit front row. I'm sure it's going to be, who's going to be seen. This is truly a fight for celebrities and fighters and people that can pay for stuff like that. But if you're an average Joe trying to make ends meet, if you want to pull together 10 people at $10 a pop, or 5 people at $20 a pop, plus taxes, right? Make it 6 people. Don't put your money down on this. Obviously, if you're a bar or a restaurant, you're gonna have it. You have no choice. But I'm speaking as someone that was suckered into paying for the Pac-Man versus Mayweather fight, which was 15 years too late. And when Pacquiao got his ass beaten, he claimed he had a shoulder injury suffered in training camp and didn't want to let it be known. I still don't understand why a federal lawsuit wasn't filed on his ass for giving people like me their effing money back. Because it's a ripoff, it's a sham. And you know what? Money Mayweather, as a businessman, hey, I like your style, I ain't mad at you, I'm down with TMT all day. Or hashtag TMT, right? Because that's what it's about. McGregor, stay within your respective sport. For all we know, maybe I'll call it because I'm feeling it. I think that somewhere in the fight, with his frustration of not being able to get to Mayweather the way he promised, right, in 4 rounds is what the clown said, the racist Irish clown, he'll probably pull an MMA move on Mayweather, get disqualified, and then everybody that spent all that money could lustlessly boo at the villain, McGregor. What a disgust and what a disgrace. But before I end, speaking of MMA, Ronda Rousey, you're in talks with WWE, and I hope, Ronda Rousey, that you sign a contract and come aboard to WWE. Join the Divas Revolution, because obviously, after your last 2 fights where you got your ass handed to you, you clearly have been broken, and I think you have no interest in going back to the beating that you'll take because people are onto you now and you've been figured out. So come aboard to wrestling where it is physical, but you don't have to really fight per se, but it is physical and it is grueling, and Vince McMahon loves giving tons of money to people who are big ticket names and who bring in the views. You could just ask Brock Lesnar. Don't take my word for it. But you know what? We're heading into the 9th inning. I'm going to go ahead and finish this Yankee game and then catch a movie with my girl. Likes, shares, subscriptions, and comments are greatly appreciated and welcome. And I'm looking down at the pinstripes and the jersey. 2009, not only did we have a stadium, but we also brought home the World Series. That Yankee pride, it just shakes me to the core sometimes. But enough about how I feel as a Yankee fan. Guys and girls of the YouTube community, enjoy your Friday evening. Thank you for tuning in on this Freestyle Friday. And until next time, this is your boy, Lex Anderson, signing out. Oh, wait, well, before I sign out, right? I pledge my allegiance, now and forever, to the Yankee universe, the Bronx Bombers, and to maintain and always hold high that there will always be a championship to end our season. This is your boy Lex Anderson, and I'm signing out.